In the rural village of Salisbury sits J.M.A. Armstrong High School, Salisbury Middle School, a school full of spirit, pride, and excitement. In this small middle school high school, there are under 700 students. Everyone knows everyone. And one thing unites them all, a shared embarrassment brought by the horrible parking lot. Ask anyone who's gone there, goes there, or has children enrolled there. They will all tell you the parking lot is horrible. The worst part is, this isn't a new issue. Years ago, it was paved, but once the asphalt cracked from improper drainage, the district tore up the asphalt to resurface it, coated it with gravel, and forgot to finish the job by repaving it. This decision only made matters worse. Each year, the district spends an average of $10,000 on gravel resurfacing and maintenance, only to have it become riddled with holes after the first rainfall. Students and the community members frequently work to refill holes after rainfalls and at the end of the winter season, after all the gravel is plowed away. The solution to this problem? Proper drainage and a good layer of asphalt. Doing this job would cost no more than $150,000, whereas the current cost to maintain the parking lot is roughly $10,000 a year. In my opinion, a parking lot in this condition is unacceptable, especially from a district with a surplus of $2.5 million from the last year. "I don't like to leave money on the table," said Aubrey Kirkpatrick, the Anglophone East School District Director of Finance and Administration. "Our district has looked at every possible way to spend the money," he continued. Still, they overlooked the half-finished parking job at Armstrong High Salisbury Middle School, as they always have. During my time at J.M.A. Armstrong High Salisbury Middle School, the parking lot has always been a topic of discussion between staff members, the school administration, as well as the students and parents. During my time on this project, I've spent time talking to both students, parents, staff, as well as the school administration. Here are their opinions. Here are some of the quotes I've gathered from school administration as well as staff members. At J.M.A. Armstrong High and Salisbury Middle School, we are proud of our scholars, our athletes, our staff, and our community. Through the decades, our little rural school has hosted many events such as provincial educator meetings, fine arts showcases, and competitive sporting tournaments. For visitors, the parking lot is the first introduction to our school and community. In its current state, the parking lot does not mirror the sense of school pride I have for my students and the work that we try to achieve daily. Little details matter in life, and anything less than our very best is not acceptable. It's the worst parking lot I've seen. Even the student parking at Moncton High is better than the staff parking here. Plus, for visitors, it makes it look like we're poor and don't take care of our school. It needs to be torn up and redone. It's only going to revert back to the way it is. They can continue to throw money at it, but it needs to be fixed correctly. One time I almost broke my ankle falling into one of the holes. Me being an older person, I can't handle injuries from it. It's disgusting that it's taken this long. All levels of the government and the district should place funds on the side for it. I've been here for 18 years and my car is shot from all the holes. I don't know if there's a strong enough emotion to describe it. It's despicable that the district has let it get to this state. We need to stop the biannual maintenance, and the province needs to fix it. But look at the state of the other school parking lots like Moncton or Riverview. They're bad, but they're not as bad as ours. Then look at Fredericton's. Not a pothole in sight. And where do the government and district officials work? Fredericton. The district needs to step up and ante up on the parking lots that aren't in their cities. Here are the quotes from our students. "The parking lot's awful, and has been part of the reason I've gotten my car fixed multiple times. It's crap and always has been. You might break your car on the way in. I feel like I get whiplash on the way in every day. Honest opinion, it makes our school look cheap. I literally bent a car rim from hitting one of the potholes even though I was going super slow. It makes me want to park on the side of the road instead, so I don't have to buy expensive rims again. And what have they been doing? Filling it with gravel over and over? It's not going to help. It needs to be paved. Our parking lot is absolutely atrocious. This parking lot is going to cost so many people to replace their car parts because the holes pretty much eat my wheels and tear the heck out of my struts. It looks absolutely disgusting to our visitors and guests and causes so many traffic jams because people try to avoid the craters. The district complains about spending too much money to get it fixed, but they never actually fix it, simply because they only resurface it with gravel. One rainfall later and it's back to Swiss cheese. If they would actually pave it and go the full mile to put some money into it, maybe they wouldn't complain about spending too much to fix it, over and over again. It's a common misconception that the school is the one in charge of fixing the parking lot and that's why nothing drastic's been done with it. All because the school doesn't have money. But that's not the case. The district's in charge of that. They seem to have forgotten that we're people too. I want to see them drive their nice cars on our parking lots every day and not complain.